Hello students, today's topic is learning. As we know, learning starts from birth and it continues till death. We always learn in every sphere of life. There are some definitions of learning. According to Gardner Murphy, the term learning covers every modification in behavior to meet environmental requirements. If we want to understand this definition, it means we learn to modify our behavior in order to adjust ourselves to changes in the environment. The changes may be due to any reasons, but we have to adjust in order to survive in the environment. Henry P. Smith, learning is the acquisition of new behavior or the strengthening or weakening of old behavior as the result of experience. Here, Henry has linked experience with the learning. We also learn from our experiences, and many a times, whatever behavior we have, we strengthen, and sometimes we weaken that old behavior that is not required for the present situation. According to Crow and Crow, learning is the acquisition of habits, knowledge, and attitudes. It involves new ways of doing things and it operates in individuals' attempts to overcome obstacles or to adjust to new situations. It represents progressive changes in behavior. It enables him to satisfy interest to gain goals. Here, learning is acquiring of new knowledge and our attitudes, the way of looking at the things. It involves new ways of doing the things. The old ways that we have learned that will be changed in order to adjust to the new situations because situation demands change in the behavior that can be learned through the learning. Now, it's very popular definition of learning. Learning is a relatively permanent change in person's knowledge or behavior due to experience. Permanent change means the change which will remain forever. There are also changes which are temporary. The changes due to drugs, they are temporary, but they are not come under the learning. So the changes which are permanent, they will be considered as the part of the learning. This definition has three components. First, the duration of the change is long term rather than short term. Means the change we have acquired in our behavior through learning that will remain for a very long time. Second, the locus of the change is the content and structure of the knowledge in memory or the behavior of the learner. Means whatever change we have learned, whatever knowledge we have acquired, whatever modifications we have done, that should be stored in our memory or they can be used for further in life. Third, the cause of the change is the learner's experience in the environment rather than fatigue, motivation, drugs, physical environment, or physiologic intervention. It's very, very important that many a times we face changes in our behavior, but that changes are due to the fatigue, our motivation, drugs, or physical condition, but they will not be considered under the learning. Now, the nature of learning. Learning is universal. Every creature that lives learns. Even animals also learn. Sometimes the research is going on, plants also learn. Many learns most. The human nervous system is very, very complex. So, learning varies from person to person. Positive learning is vital for children's growth and development. Learning is through experience. Learning always involves some kind of experience that may be direct or indirect. Learning is from all the sides. We learn from all the sources, even nature also. We learn from parents, teachers, environment. Even if we are grown up, we also learn from the children also. Learning is continuous. It is a lifelong process. Every day new situations are faced and the individual has to bring essential changes in his style of behavior in order to survive in the environment. Learning is birth until death. It results in change in the behavior. Our behavior gets changed due to learning. It is any activity that leaves a more or less permanent effect on the later activity. Learning is no doubt an adjustment also because it helps us to adjust. If we are not able to adjust, we are considered maladjusted and that is an abnormal condition. Learning helps the individual to adjust himself adequately to the new situations. Most learning in children consists in modifying, adapting, and developing their original nature. In later life, the individual acquire new forms of behavior also. It comes out as a result of practice. No doubt, we learn. But until and unless we practice this, it will not give good results. It is a basis of drill and practice. It has proven that students learn best and retain information longer when they have meaningful practice and repetition. Every time practice occurs, learning continues. Learning is relatively permanent change. It is not a temporary. After a rat wake up from his nap, he still remembers the path to the food because he has learned the path. Even if you have been on the bicycle for years, in just a few minutes practice you can be quite proficient again. Learning is growth and development. It is never ending growth and development. At each stage, the learner acquires new visions of his future growth and new ideas of achievement in the direction of his effort. According to Woodworth, all activity can be called learning so far as it develops the individual. Learning is not directly observable. The only way to study learning is through some observable behavior. Actually, we cannot observe learning. We see only what precedes performance, the performance itself, and the consequences of performance. So, it's all about the learning. Thank you very much.